He's been a great friend of us. We've always stayed in contact. He's been at our Night of Elegance. He's donated to Hills Academy. He's always willing to speak a word of encouragement to me when he sees me. And he's also running for sheriff. He's running for sheriff. So if you see his face and say, oh, I know him, I've seen him somewhere. You've probably seen him on billboards. You see him around Rockdale County. He is a community servant. And he does a lot of great work in our community. So we wanted to bring some of the candidates and people who are in your area that's doing things and really hear from them and allow you guys to get a concept of community in the area of, you know, when we're looking at politics or governmental positions. And so this time we just want to let him have his time to speak to you guys concerning who he is and, you know, all the things that Mr. Mike, I guess, explained to you, Brother Corey. So this time, y'all give it up for Corey Hambry.
One round of applause. Y'all give Miss Silver one round of applause. Who's Mike? I want to know who's Mike. Is Mike in here? He didn't make it. Okay. All right. I just want to thank, you know, I just do not want to put that on this table because I know it ain't going to be right if I do that. Everybody clap one time. I said everybody. I said everybody clap one time. You gonna try again? Everybody clap one time. Clap 2 times. I said everybody. I still don't have no participation. Everybody clap one time. Clap 2 times. Clap 3 times. Clap 1 time. Your rubber ducky fell. Don't you like this? Clap 1 time. Clap 2 times. Clap 3 times. Clap 1.5 times. Very good. That's called thinking, guys. Good morning to you.
Morning.
I said good morning.
Good morning.
I'll try one more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. How you present yourself means everything. And when someone says good morning to you, you want to sit up. You want to, I know a lot of people don't like morning and everything like that, but I'm gonna challenge you right now. I want you to, and I'm gonna give you some time by myself. Give me my 5-minute warning, please. I'm a preacher, so you know how that goes. I want you to imagine, right, who knows what you want to be when you leave this place as a profession to make money? Formally, that question is, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't like that because I think you're growing right now. Who knows what you want to do to make money? Lift your hands. I'm looking for you. Not a volunteer. I'm not going to call you up. All right? So who doesn't know? You do not know.
Everybody else who did right there?
That's right. So that's very honest. You don't know. You're still thinking about it, right? That's what's up. That's true. Let's keep it 100. All right. Once again, who knows what you want to do when you grow up? I'm looking for hands. I'm looking for hands. All right, somebody just shout it out to me. Major League Baseball player. Actor, dancer, singer. Scientist. Awesome. Anybody else? NBA? NBA. Professional track runner. So what's that? Anybody else?
Construction.
Construction. Geoscientist. And architect. Over here. You want to grill? You say grill, what you do? You want to jump on people, grill people? A comedian? You want to actually grill me? You want to own your own company? That's what's up. Can you grill now? You trying to be funny or you serious? Can you cook? What can you cook? Ribs? They probably dry. You put the A1 sauce, my ribs on these sauce. Boom, take that. This is what I want you to imagine yourself doing. I want you right now, let's say someone was in front of you for that job or that opportunity or that vision that you have for your life. Somebody say vision. I said somebody say vision. Everybody yell vision. Let's say for instance you were sitting in front of somebody right now and they could give you that opportunity. How would you present yourself to them right now? How would you be sitting in your seat right now? how much confidence would you have right now? I mean, you don't know. You could be looking at somebody right now that can help you do that. Right now, everybody say right now. How would you sit in your seat if you was right in a room with somebody who could change your life right now? Do it. Do it. Now let me say something to some of y'all. Some of you act like you don't care, and that's cool. The only problem with that is that spirit will follow you your whole life. So however you look right now, I'm looking at you, however you look right now, is essentially your level of expectation. How you look right now. Some of you don't care, and that's cool. You will learn. The sad thing is that life will teach you sometimes you have to posture yourself opposite the way that you feel. Give you a little bit about myself. I was born, raised in Atlanta, Georgia, to a single mother. My father was present, but he wasn't present. You know what I mean? So my mother did a lot for me in my life. And as Brian was telling you guys, the things that I do right now, let's back into it. I am by profession in law enforcement. However, I own real estate throughout this county. I have 18 tenants. I'm not a real estate agent, I'm a real estate investor. That's different. I buy houses, I flip them, then I make the money. Or I'll buy it, I'll keep it, and then I'll rent it. I'm here at 8:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning simply because I have the freedom to do that. Didn't mean I didn't have no bad days. He told you I was the chief of staff, the youngest chief of staff that the county has ever had. Made over $100,000 a year. I make more than that now. It's not about the money as much as it is about the vision behind the money that I make. Because while some of you have a goal to make money, and that's good, my goal was to have my money make money. Arthur Blank, who knows who that is? Arthur Blank. Anybody? Yes, sir. He owns the Falcons. Very good. What's your name? Jason? JC? What JC stand for? Is that your name? All right. JC. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, JC. What's your last name? Steele. Very good. He owns the Falcons. What did he own before the Falcons? Can anybody tell me that? Come on. He does own the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is part of that. Yes, sir. Home Depot. What's your name? Courtney Powell. In his book, somebody say good company. Say it loud. Good company. In his book, I want y'all to hear this. He says this in his book. He says, one of the things that got the Home Depot, which is where it all started, because he was fired from another job. He said one of the things that caused him to be successful in the Home Depot was a model that says at some point, your profit has to marry your purpose. Your profit has to marry your purpose. In other words, it just can't be about profit as much as some point in your life, it got to be about purpose. What is he saying? He doesn't want people to come inside the Home Depot just to buy stuff all the time. He wants people to come inside the Home Depot to just look around and just be a part of the atmosphere because the employees there make them feel good. In other words, he says, I don't want this relationship to just be transactional. I want you to come to Home Depot and look around, even if you ain't got nothing to buy, because you just like being in the place. And so now, People are coming to Home Depot and they don't even really need anything, but they're there. What am I saying? I'm saying at the end of the day, your goal should not just be to make money, but your goal should be to change someone's life. You can grill all day, bro, but if anybody hungry, you're not gonna be successful. You can want to play baseball, you can want to run track, but if there's no one there that has a liking to it, then you ain't got nobody in the stands, you ain't gonna make money. People talk about this all the time, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Does anybody want to be a sanitation engineer, a garbage man? No, that's not popular. But there was somebody one time that said, you know what, I'm gonna be the best garbage can or sanitation engineer I can possibly be, and I'm gonna start a company. And now they got 300 garbage trucks because somebody's trash had to be taken up. So I went to college, graduated from Reading High School. After I graduated from Reading High School, I came back, I got a master's in public administration, became a police officer, and something happened to me while I was a police officer. I was off work one day. I had worked 12-hour shift. I was tired. I was on my way home after getting gas, and I hit a deer. Took a long time for Georgia State Patrol to get there to do the accident report. And when you hit, anything inside of a government car, you gotta go take a drug test. So I turned around, and I was on my way to go take a drug test. My radio went off. This is what they call a signal 51 in progress. So now I'm faced with this decision. Do I go to the hospital, is what the policy says, or do I answer this signal 51 in progress? What does in progress mean? It's happening. It's happening right now. You should be asking yourself a question in your mind, what is a signal 51? Is anybody asking that question? Yes. A signal 51 is a stabbing. So as I'm sitting at the light, right? I'm sitting here at West Avenue and Green Street, getting ready to cross over railroad tracks. There's a Shell gas station right here. There's a tire shop right here. Who knows where I'm going? I'm right there. I'm right there at that stop sign. I'm that red light. Blue, blue, blue. All units, signal 51 in progress on Rock Bridge Road. The assailant, the subject, is still on property. Signal 51. Translation, there's someone just 2 streets over that's stabbing someone to death. I gotta make a decision. What am I gonna do? God, do I go to the hospital because the policy says, or do I make this left-hand turn, put myself back in service, and go over here and potentially save someone's life or to catch a murderer and violate policy? And if I do that, are they going to think that I had drugs in my system and I was just trying to buy time to get it out? So I made the decision to go over here to this call because I'd rather save a life and lose a job than save a job and someone lose a life. My purpose had to be more important than my profit. So right when I decided to turn my lights on, I was like, you know what, I gotta go into this. I turned my lights on, and I'm getting ready to go through the light. And if you know what intersection I'm at, what do y'all think happened? Anybody? Train came. So here I am at the intersection. Blue lights and signs, sit still. I need to go left, so I can't ride with the train, because if I ride with the train, then that means that I'm riding alongside the train and I'm about to do some Dukes of Hazzard type stuff. I'm about to try to cross the railroad tracks before the train get there. I don't want to kill my own self trying to get to somebody else. So the only thing I can do is what? Just wait. I don't care what you deal with in life. There are some opportunities that you can't rush. You just gotta wait. especially when your life depends on it and somebody else's life depends on it. You can't die and give your life up trying to achieve a goal. If the goal is to be achieved and you're going to save someone's life, you got to make sure at the end of the day that you're healthy enough, that you take care of yourself enough. Train passes. Radio 573, I'm en route. I'm telling them on the way. She's updating the call. Suspect is in the street stabbing a lady. 73 up, approximately 10:76, 2 minutes. I'm coming up on the call. Now already in my mind, I know that if I'm going to drop up on the scene and I see someone stabbing somebody, I'd already have in my mind how this could go. So now I have to mentally prepare for what reality is probably getting ready to break my way. That's why I told some of you to sit up. Because your mindset has to be prepared for what you're getting ready to do today. Am I making sense? I said, am I making sense?
Yes.
All right. Am I boring y'all?
No, sir.
Am I boring?
No, proceed.
All right, thank you. I get to the scene, and there's a young man stabbing a lady. Guess who it was? It was his mother. He was stabbing his mother. I asked him to drop the knife. He drops the knife, but then he starts running towards me. He starts running towards me. Now, later in the video, I saw that he dropped the knife. That's why I can say he dropped the knife. It's like a little silver thing. He dropped it, and then he started running towards me. But in that moment, bloody, sweaty, he's running towards me, and he's using profanity. F the police, die. So what am I to think? Huh? He's trying to kill me. I didn't know that the knife was dropped. So I shot him 3 times. Shot him 3 times. Now listen to me.
Stop.
I didn't shoot him because I didn't like him. I shot him to protect myself and other people that were around. Good thing is he didn't die. Shot him 1 time in the head, 2 times in the abdomen. He didn't die. He was in critical condition and fight for his life. But God blessed him and gave him a second chance. I end up seeing him in court. He was banned from our county, but his mother walked up to me and told me thank you. The reason why I told you that story, guys, is because at the end of the day, I cared. And my challenge to you is simply this. There was something that I was exposed to that began to build the trajectory of my life in terms of what I do in this community. Talking to young men like yourselves, starting an organization called Thinking Under Fire, all that came from my experience. I told you 2 things today. Number 1, your profit has to marry your purpose. You can't just want to make money. You have to be a blessing to somebody along the way. And if your purpose is right, you'll always make profit. If you have a business that don't nobody else need, it's not going to work. Or if you're doing something else, it's not going to work. Last thing I'll tell you this. I want you to repeat after me. Because this is where that story came in at. That story built my life in terms of how I will continue to be a blessing to this community. Right now, over 60% of the properties that I own, I partner with a company called Viewpoint Health, and we help house homeless people to help them get back on their feet so they can make money and take care of their families. That's why I'm successful, because I find a way to allow my profit to marry a purpose that's going to be a blessing to somebody else. Repeat after me in my closing. Thank you. That was my closing, but now repeat after me. You ready? Thank you for paying attention. Your level of exposure, I need everybody to say it. I want you to project it. Your level of exposure determines your level of awareness. Your level of awareness determines your level of expectancy. Say it one more time. Hey, you sleep? Wake up, sit up. Say, sit up. Sit up. Appreciate it. Say, my level of exposure determines my level of awareness. And my level of awareness determines my level of expectancy. Simply saying, guys, you gotta read this. When you're exposed to something, you're now made aware of it. And when you're made aware of it, you can expect it for yourself. If you've ever gone to a mansion or on a boat, now you've been exposed to it. You going to the Super Bowl? Who's all going to the Super Bowl for? The Super Bowl. Who all wants to go to the Super Bowl? Ever. The day that you are exposed to the sweets, right, the food, the people, you're now made aware of it. And once you're made aware of something, you have the green light to expect it for yourself. So never, ever pass up a chance to expose yourself to something different. Because you may not know, you may like it. And if you like it, you can expect it for your life. Is that good? Clap your hands. Thank you all so much. All right, Ms. Hill, Martin's comment?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody has a question to ask Sheriff Hambrick, Officer Hambrick. We can probably do one or two questions. It looks like we have two questions right now. Okay, we'll do the three. Grayson, Amir, and Mason. Mason, what's your question? Stand up, please.
When did you major in college and how long did you go?
So the question is, what did I major in college in?
Yeah, and how long?
And how long?
How long did you stay?
How long went to college for? I majored, my bachelor's degree is in political science, and I minored in criminal justice. The truth is, 5 years. Supposed to do it in 4, but don't talk about people that got to do it in 5. As long as I finish, right? So, I'm 5 years, I went in 2001, and I graduated in 2006, because I had to go back and take a chemistry class that I withdrew from earlier. Same teacher was there. I was hoping she was tired, tried to wait out, but she was waiting on me at the end. Let's put a handbrake. Like, oh man, gotta be my. So yeah, and then I got a master's degree in public administration from Strayer University. Good question.
Amir, that was your question. Grayson?
Yes, she lived. She, when we went to court, that's when I met her. And although she was there to help fight for her son, that's the beautiful thing about, mothers and our parents. She was able to forgive her son, and she was there to fight for his freedom. But she did come to me, and she thanked me for saving her life. But she did live. Said if they stabbed her one more time, it was 1 inch from a major artery that he would have severed. And so when I got there just in the nick of time, was what the paramedics told me, to deter him and distract him. He was smoking weed. It was some bad weed that he got that made him, that messed with his mind. Yeah, I see some of y'all right now. It was bad weed. He was in New Orleans, got some bad weed. It was laced with something, and it messed him up. You shouldn't be smoking anyway, but you better watch it. It can mess your mind up. All right?
We appreciate you. Something that really, something that really ministered to me that you said was your posture determines your purpose. And that is something we talk to, we want them to know. And thank you for holding those students accountable that you see slouching, because you only want what's best for them. But I often tell them, you're just making it easier for everybody else to pass you up. So just you guys being in the right position, and then you also said your purpose, there's always profit in your purpose. How did you say that again?
That at some point, your purpose has to marry your profit.
Okay.
Yeah, profit and purpose have to go together. Yeah.
So that was very good. That ministered to me and Brian as well. So thank you so much for that, everybody. Give it up. And if your parents are wanting to know who to vote for, you can just tell them something positive about what you heard from him today, and just thank you for your service in the community. all the way around, from serving those in need to your church family, everything. So thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much, guys.